Hello everyone and welcome back to English Vanessa. In this video we are going to discuss a poem Accomplishments written by Elizabeth Mertz. So before moving further, let us know about the poetess Elizabeth Mertz. Elizabeth Mertz is a professor at the University of Wisconsin Law School where she teaches family law courses. She is a leading linguistic and legal anthropologist and a pioneer in the field of law and language. While her early research focused on language identity and politics in Cape Breton Island in Canada, her later research examined the language of US legal education. High publication include The Language of Law School, Learning to Think Like a Lawyer. So now let us see about the poem Accomplishments. First of all, let's see the title. Here the meaning of accomplishment is something that has been achieved successfully. Now let us know about the poem Accomplishments. So it was first published in Radcliffe Quarterly 1975. The poem Accomplishments deals with the gender rules and in a humorous manner it highlights the differential expectation for mother and father. So this poem describes how men and women seems to operate in two distinct spheres. While in the society, women are naturally expected to take care of the domestic sphere and the men are in public sphere. Like men's role as seen as the provider and protector and women as the caretaker of both home and the family. While the men's contribution is celebrated, but the women's contribution remain invisible. So in this poem Accomplishment, Elizabeth Mertz, she asked rhetorical questions and she made the point clear that behind every successful man there is a woman. So now let's start the poem Accomplishment. When Aristotle wrote his book When Milton Searched for Rhyme, did they have toddlers at knee requesting dinner time? So here the poetess questions who took care of their toddlers when Aristotle was writing his book and when Milton was searching for rhymes. If the woman was not taking care of those toddlers, did they accomplish their works? Then in the next stanza, when Dante contemplated hell or Shakespeare penned a sonnet, did Junior interrupt to say his cake had a ketchup on it? So here she talks about Dante who contemplated hell and sonnets of Shakespeare. So did they had their juniors to interrupt them? How did they successfully completed their work? Because there was a woman behind them to take care of those children. Now let's see the third stanza. When Socrates was teaching youth and Plato wrote the Phaedo, were they the ones to clean the mess the children made with Play-Doh? Here she talks about teaching of Socrates and Plato's Phaedo. Did they clean the mess of their children's Play-Doh? They never go through that works because there was a woman to do all the things. Now, the next stanza, if Edmund Brooke had had to work on all his kids' evolutions, would he have had the time and strength to speak on revolutions? So, here again she asks if Edmund Brooke had his kids' evolutions, would he have spoken on revolutions? No, because there was a woman to take care her children. And when Homer wrote his Iliad or Aesop told a fable, were they concentrated about whose turn it was to set the table? So here one more rhetorical question she asks, how did Homer and Aesop become famous for their works? Because of their wives. They would not have to set the table every time because women were there to do these all things. When Newton fused with calculus or labor in his lab, did he compare the whiteness of his laundry done with the fab? Elizabeth tells when Newton was busy with his calculus work in the lab, a woman labored to whiten his laundry. Now, the meaning of fab is it is a detergent. Next stanza, did food get bought when Darwin sought the origin of his species, or did he leave, or did he have to hush the thoughts and tell them not to tease, please? So here she is asking who cooked food when Darwin sought for. So there was a woman to do all those things. That's why they accomplished their work. When Holmes and Brandeis donned their robes and gave their wise opinions, was laundry piled up 4 feet high with the socks mixed up with the lines? So here Elizabeth says how wise the women are to find the cloth from pile of 4 feet for Holmes and Brandeis. Means it would be difficult for them to search socks and linens from those laundry piled up. So because of women, they accomplish their work and they the life. Now let's see the last stanza. How much greater than the task of those who manage both, who juggle scholarship with child development and growth, and how much greater is the praise for those who persevere and finish their advanced degrees and take up a career. So finally, the author expresses the greatness of women behind every man's accomplishment. They clear all their tasks and manage both house and their family and taking care of their children. So here she expresses how great the woman is, how difficult it is for women to succeed. Despite the difficulties, she continues her career as a wife to a husband, as a mother to a child, as a daughter of a mother and a mother of her son. So this is all for today's video accomplishment. I hope it would be helpful for you. Stay tuned for more videos and thanks for watching.